I love Some Murder of the Stars because it's an opportunity to talk about great actors, but more specifically, actors who aren't getting their day in court, their note in regular movie conversations, even when we're talking classic film. Not enough people are talking about Claude Rains. Claude Rains is the man. Claude Rains is one of my favorite character actors of the 30s, 40s, a little bit of 50s. I mean, he's in every freaking movie. Like, he's the guy who walks with Humphrey Bogart at the end of, spoilers, at the end of Casablanca. You know, this the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I mean, it's the leader of the Czech resistance, Captain Lewis, Claude Rains, and it's the idea of Humphrey Bogart has finally picked a side. He's fighting the good fight, and you know, even though they come from completely different backgrounds, they can find this common ground in the circumstances of the war. But that's just maybe the most iconic use of Claude Rains. I mean, he's also Mr. Dryden in Lawrence of Arabia, kind of the flip side reversal of Jack Hawkins' character in that film. He's Senator Joseph Payne in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. He's like Jimmy Stewart's character's the childhood hero, the reason he gets into politics, and what happens is like he's elected on a lark, and now he's like this corrupted impediment to actual progress that Mr. Smith is trying to make happen in Washington. And as we've talked about somewhat recently, he's Prince John in The Adventures of Robin Hood with Errol Flynn. But his biggest and best movie is obviously his turn in the Universal Monsters world. Not the Wolfman, but he was in that movie too. He is the Invisible Man. And that's such a freaking good movie. That's James Whale, who did Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. And The Invisible Man is maybe the most unhinged of all the movies. This is a movie that is, I think, closer to Dracula than it is to Frankenstein or Wolfman or something like that. Those are like the suffering monsters where it's like, who are the real monsters? But The Invisible Man posits, yeah, we're monsters and we're relishing in it. Like, we're like evil guys and we do not care. You know, he's a guy who embraces his newfound ability to turn invisible, and it's not really an ability. He's just invisible, but he figures out workarounds, and he's a maniac. He's an insane person, and Claude Rains brings his everything to that performance, especially when it's for the most part a voiceover role. Like he's so good, and it's a total shame that I think, you know, that's his piece de resistance, and it's not even playing on TCM tonight. It's really just Casablanca, Mr. Smith, Notorious, the Hitchcock film. They're playing those, but they really should be playing The Invisible Man. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.